The Work and Pensions Committee has called for the UK government to consider widening the eligibility for future cost of living payments and to take more account of the financial difficulties faced by people with disabilities and families. The cross-party group of MPs said cost of living support payments have not been enough to meet the scale of the problem and offer only a short-term reprieve for many people. Its report said, "We are particularly concerned that the additional support offered to those with disabilities was only £150 per year, and we recommend that this particular support be increased in proportion to the costs that people with disabilities incur." The recommendations follow an inquiry examining the package of support introduced to protect people claiming benefits from the effects of rising energy prices and inflation. After receiving nearly 2,000 survey responses from those with first-hand experience of cost of living payments, the committee said it acknowledges the important impact the payments have made and the speed of distribution. However, the report also said the unsophisticated nature of the payments system has placed significant limitations on how it has met the needs of different groups, such as families, older people and those with disabilities. Any future cost of living support payments should take account of family size, while financial support for those with disabilities should be increased in proportion to the additional costs they incur, the report argued. It also suggested the UK government considers operating universal credit, instead of issuing payments. The report said, "Given we have also heard that an uplift of the regular benefits received would be more beneficial for budgeting than ad hoc cost of living support payments, the UK government should consider operating universal credit instead of issuing these payments. It should maintain the ad hoc payment system for those on legacy benefits, as these benefits cannot be so easily uprated." Guidance to local authorities in England on the Household Support Fund should also be clarified, to make clear the potential eligibility of some people with no recourse to public funds, who are currently missing out on help, the committee suggested. Details of the fund should be better communicated and advertised, and the application process should be made more accessible, it said. The Household Support Fund allows local authorities in England to make discretionary payments to people in need of help towards bills. Under the Barnett formula, devolved governments in Scotland and Wales also received additional financial support to distribute to local authorities. The committee said the UK government should devise a policy to address the unfairness of low-income pensioner households who just miss out on pension credit being significantly worse off than those who receive it. Sir Stephen Adams, chair of the Work and Pensions Committee, said, "While the support payments have made an important impact in helping those most in need during these difficult times, the overall package has offered just a short-term reprieve for many, while others have slipped through the safety net altogether. Families with children need support over and above the flat rate on offer, while the extra £150 a year paid to those with disabilities, who incur unavoidable extra expenses, barely touches the sides." He continued, "There are also low-income households receiving only housing benefit currently deemed ineligible for the extra help, while some eligible people with no recourse to public funds are being denied access to the Household Support Fund because of unclear guidance to councils. It is vital that the UK government listens to those with everyday experience of support payments so it learns important lessons should a new package of support be required in the future. Ministers should get ahead of the game by bringing forward their evaluation of the measures and at the same time give serious thought to changes to the wider benefit system that would make ad hoc payments less necessary." Get the latest Record Money news. Join the conversation on our Money Saving Scotland Facebook group for energy and money saving tips, the latest benefits news, consumer help and advice on coping with the cost of living crisis. Sign up to our Record Money newsletter and get the top stories sent to your inbox daily from Monday to Friday, including a special cost of living edition on a Thursday. Sign up here. You can also follow us on X, formerly Twitter, at @RecordMoney_ for regular updates throughout the day. The committee suggested if the UK government decides to issue further cost of living payments in the next financial year, it should announce the payment dates, but not the qualifying period, in advance. It said this would improve the ability of households to budget, while still mitigating the risk of fraud and risks to incentives to work. Join the Daily Records WhatsApp community here and get the latest news sent straight to your messages.